So, continuing the campaign, and this basically starts after, once I'm actually onto the road after finishing up with the tutorial section. And there is Roy. Basically, as close as I can get to Roy, the character that he should be. I actually am trying to mod Pathfinder Kingmaker to add the Unicorn Sorcerer class, which is apparently an actual canon class in Pathfinder. So it's weird, but okay. Works for me. I'd actually like the option to go down that road. But apparently that's where one of the other teams that are taking over the Shrike Hills. Butts for Yoram! What am I packing here as far as weaponry?
This should do it.
Let us strike as one.
Actually, let's have her go there.
Do not falter.
A calculated risk.
Serves you right.
Ah!
Skin them and collect them. Collect them all. Buckeye Roy is an Eldritch Scion, or Scion, however you actually pronounce it. Which is to say, he does not study tomes of magic or spend time learning to combine martial and magical skills. It's just an instinctual thing, because unicorn. We're trying to tame this land here. There's another Baron that's taken over this area here, and yet another one that's taking over this area. So this will be my barony.
All according to plan.
Hey, you. What? And now, what's all this then? In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's tax. And some beer. How is that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tasks. Hand over the money, and we'll be on our way. You want to drink some of my blood, too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here. Could you put on that painted rag? You come here to squeeze and try and get it. Oh, you must be Gus from Rostov. You know. Actually, I kind of am interested in bloodshed when it comes to bandits. My task is to clear this land of bandits. I'll start right now. Retreat! No way! We can rob a few idiots instead of just one. 2 arms, everyone!
Can you make an epic pose? I need
Kessel's,
inspiration.
Kessel's the smart one. Hang on. No. Roy needs to head off. Actually, Roy needs to back up a bit. Valerie
Onwards!
is going to take the main guy. Amiri, take the flank.
Down!
Alright, now that I'm away, magic missile. And that's how you flank an enemy. Die that, you scoundrels! But now, the girl got away a plague on her. She certainly complained to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? Felt like it's since Svetlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. Now let's see. Tell me more about yourselves. We're just honest people who came here from Rostov. We fixed up the old fort to house travelers. I'm really fucking up the accents here. What does any of this matter? When those bandits come back, they'll either drain us dry or just kill us. I saw someone run out of the post. Do you know who that was? Must have been Boken. He sells potions. Lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot. Well, I'd like to see your goods. Don't know how trading will serve it. The suck. Yeah, if they come back and take everything. But yeah, we'll go ahead and trade. Let's just sell off a bunch of the crap that I've been picking up in various places. Pacuccio's present. I originally thought when I first played through the game that this was an important thing that would come in handy later, but it never does. Basically, he's going to take all the food and put it up here. 14 cure-like potions. Some chainmail I have no use for. Bits of bric-a-brac. Whatnot and fidgetness. Wait, masterwork longsword. I may have a use for that yet. Don't think so for the nunchucks. Who the hell uses nunchucks around here? Okay, those might come in handy. Camping rations and supplies definitely will. Want to put that over by the torch. And a scroll of Raised Dead. Alright. Make some cash off of that. Do I have enough money to buy anything that's worth a damn? I do not. Even if I were to sell that. Okay. So, who are the bandits? When will they arrive? Stag Lord's gang, that's who. Lands tea with bandits like bedbugs in a bugger's hut. You just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. So they said they're collecting taxes. Why? Yeah, the Stag Lord thinks himself a king with antlers for a crown. But the troublemakers are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. They call their executions punishment for treason, even those who never swore allegiance. Okay. Well, how many are there? What do they want? What do they want? They think they own this land. Give me a steal what they want. Steal the better part of our money. Even broke our gate so we couldn't try to hide anything. Okay, well, I'll help you deal with the attack. Being lawful good. Being a good person in general. Alchemist fire, we could put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow. I'm gonna look around, see if there's any better way to use stuff.
I am prepared.
Potatoes.
In due time.
I hear a snorty boy. Alright. There we go. Spill tar near the trading post entrance. That ought to be a help. Yeah, I'm not gonna rob these people. Not unless it's some really good stuff. I don't know, I think we could do with a rope. That's about it, though.
That is not far.
I don't think the guy would mind donating a rope. Use traps to help catch the bandits. Oh, this must be Boken. I'm Boken, local herbalist. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. I'm an herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. I live in the forest, live off the land. Yada, yada, yada. So we can use your help fighting them bandits. You're an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help. Cure light wounds. Help us get rid of them for good. Yeah, alright, I'll show this trouble. Wow. That was hiding up there. Ah. I don't know if it's in any of the actual Pathfinder rulebooks, but it is actually on the Paizo website. Which is how I found it. Yeah, worthless doggo didn't even help. Look at this doggo. Just walking around, just being a doggo. Chase an old man around. Might even write up some verses about me. Maybe even heroic ones. Well, we do happen to have a bard here. Alright. And even the bard was like, yeah,
As it
I know
should be.
about that. Alright, that clears out the entire place, so I think we are ready for the fight. Well, with one bit of an exception here, Roy actually needs to suck down some cure lights. Because he was hurting there for a bit. Still a little bit low. Alright, let's talk with Svetlana. Okay, so it's both of them. Alright, I'm ready. Get in your positions and let's wait. Fear not! I will stand between you and your scum. They are under my protection. Finally, a fight. Was bored with all that talking. Yeah, even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. Look, we're defending the downtrodden, alright? Six hours later.
To victory!
That was quite nice. Let's go for a shield spell. Valerie moves forward. Amiri moves forward. Boken's good where he is. Give us some courage. Boken, you need to not be there. Okay, where's this last guy then?
Time's
this
not
is gonna
waiting.
suck. Hello.
This will enemy approaching.
Okay, Amiri, you think you can charge him from there? She thinks so. Yeah. Look, don't bring a bow to a sword fight.
Here I am. See, give the order.
Ola got fucked up pretty badly there.
I know what to do.
Actually, I should have Roy pick over the body. Haps Biden. The guy was named and never even introduced himself. How rude. Also, what's with all the marching noises? Nobody here is moving. Is that... I don't even know.
All according to plan.
Somebody's still walking around. What the hell is that noise? Alright. And he gives us 100 gold for it. Show them what's what.
Follow my lead.
And again, the worthless doggo never helped in the fight.
In due time.
Anything else?
Leave that be.
That is not far.
Just gives her experience for picking the lock, basically. Nope. And... that, I think, I actually need to get and hang on to. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find it was not a figment of your imagination. And then...
Hear me. Please hear me.
look, it's the villain.
Can you hear me? Please.
Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. The defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
And, what do you want?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
One thing that I should point out about this is that I'm not playing the base game. I'm actually on the beta test right now. And I've gone further and modded the beta test. So, yeah, this is probably going to be very interesting. So, the Stag Lord's responsible for all this.
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
So, is this a contract?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Okay, got it.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
What coincidence? You literally walked into my bedroom. You say you just kind of wander through the inn every now and again, and I just happen to be here. Oh, look, it's a kitty. Hello, kitty.
As it should be.
Good morning, Svetlana. G'day. I hope you're feeling alright after that battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. I definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. Well, tell me about yourself. What the hell are you doing out here? Oh, there we go. I think I've got the pepper pot lady going there. Oh, it's Oleg's idea. Now I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. And rest of, everyone respects the Sword Lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not with the Stag Lordsmen. Oh, what can you tell me about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit, no. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands in his personal kingdom. A kingdom of fear and oppression. Well, you know, I like adventures, but I definitely prefer the ones that involve stopping villains and helping people. I can't thank you enough for the help you've given me. But please be careful. Stag Lord's extremely dangerous. So, what did you want to ask me? It's just a very personal request. Maybe not enough for your time. Not important enough. I'll completely understand if you say no. But the first time the Stag Lord's thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off me hand. Just a trinket really, but it meant so much to me. I remember every moment of the day Alan came to me, that ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing I'd miss out something, that I'd say something stupid, and everyone around would laugh. If you happen to find me ring among the bandits' possessions, please bring it back. It's easy to recognize. It's got my name on it. One more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she's extremely dangerous and cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have the chance. Well, I'd be happy to help. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Greetings. Never seen anything like this fog before. So it just came in. The road to Rostov looks like someone spilled milk and it just hung in the air. Couldn't see anything through that soup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft. Oh, I'd bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kinds of bad magic. Well, there's the first little clue right there. The nymph was saying that this fog hides the Stag Lord's castle, which he's saying it only went up this morning. So he wasn't hiding it until just now. Well, tell me about yourself. Why open a trading post way the hell out here? I dislike the noise. I'll deal with bandits. People coming here to murder me, grab all my shit, steal everything, but hey, cities are noisy. Lots of people, each with their place on the shelf, bow before this one, fear this other, don't do business with the third, but be sure to be extra nice to the fourth, and villages are little better. Everyone likes to stick their noses into each other's business. This is one place where I could be my own master, so I ended up here. Oh, okay, well, I've got some stuff I'd like to sell right now. Namely, all this shit that I took off the bandits. And I think I actually want to hold on to one of these longbows. Also, definitely that, and that. And I'm gonna get rid of that masterwork longsword. There we go. Clunk, clunk, bonk, bang. You gotta deal with it.
Focus on the goal.
So, I need to deal with this Stag Lord guy. You know of anything that could help me out? That's quite a task you've set yourself on. The Stag Lord has a fortress somewhere in the area, but only a few chosen from the most trusted of his rabble are ever invited. The location of the fortress is a heavily guarded secret, and with this fog hanging around, I'd imagine it'd be even harder to find. You could try to follow the trail of those bandits who attacked the post. They came from this side of the Thorn River. Fortress might be there, at least some large camp of theirs, and you can find information, I'm sure. Nah. What else can you tell me? Not much. It's not like I've sat down and shared a cup of wine with the man. I think he arrived less than a year ago. As soon as he got here, he took over everything. I wrote to Rostov, tried to warn them that he wasn't a typical gang leader, but they didn't listen. The rumors about him are horrible. He'll kill a person if they so much as disagree. He never reveals his face. Those who've seen him up close report the same thing. Ugly scars all over every inch of his skin. He just arrived one day, immediately a power to reckon with. I guess the most surprising thing is he has as many followers who admire him as minions who obey out of fear. Some kind of inner strength or an inner madness. Many seem to follow him because of that madness, like it was some kind of virtue. Okay, well, we'll speak another time. Have a good one. Hey there, Boken. Ha! Oh, Boken still knows a few tricks to impress these blood-sucking dummies. Enough hiding in the damn bushes, I say. Well, can I help you in any way? Hey, there's a cave nearby. I used to pick berries, but it's been overrun by spiders. Fangberries, I call them. I'd be real grateful if you gathered a basket and brought them back. Just be quick. If you do, they spoil quickly. Let's here have some alchemical fire. Crafted it myself. Burn those spiders to a crisp. I'll teach them for taking over my Fangberry cave. Oh, also moon radishes. Don't know where to find them, but I know kobolds like them. Not a huge deal, I'll do it myself, but yeah. 3 potions for the berries and purse-full coins for the radishes. And why do you need them? You want to know, huh? Well, I'll tell you gladly after you bring some. Okay, sure, why not? What do you do here? I'm an herbalist. What do you got? Okay, there we are. I'm pretty sure I need this at some point. $1,400 above and beyond that. Oh, that's actually pretty cheap considering. Let's go with a bunch of them. Say 20. I may need that. Studded leather. Does this improve my armor or not? I've got 13 without it. 16 with that. And that's 14, so this is useless for me. She can use a bow whenever she actually has a use for one. I don't know if these help or not. They don't. But she can definitely use this stuff. Grenade! One more of those and one less of those. Oh yeah, I need to give her one. She can't use that, but she might be able to. 16 to 15. Well, it's a difference of 1. I think she's actually better without the leather armor on. Get this ratty old cloak on there. What I like about these is, you look at this, you can tell that it's like ratty and faded. It's got tears all through it. Well, higher level cloaks of resistance look better and better as they get higher. So the impression that you get is that a cloak of resistance +1 was like a cloak of resistance +4 at one point when it was new. I just like that touch. Well, time to find out where all my allies have gone, my friends, my party. Not there. Oh, hello, hello. We're gonna talk? Alright, I'm listening. Oh, that's a formidable sword. Not just a simple weapon, is it? Yeah, I bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is. This sword belonged to a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took this looker for myself. Fits me perfect, my damn trophy. Alright, so tell me about yourself. First, I'm a barbarian. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I left my tribe, the Six Bears, and I like fights. So, what's being a barbarian in the Six Bears like? Ha! People are big and strong. You can cut a monster in half with one swing. You can walk 3 days and nights with no rest. We can eat a whole fried aurochs. I guess I took a lot of training. No one freaking trained me. The boys of the Six Bears got the training. All I could do was watch, and you know what? They were still crap even after all that training, because I kicked their butts hard. Animals, bandits, monsters, all thought they were stronger than me. Idiots. Because if you start a fight, you think you can win. You think you're stronger than your enemy. I defeated them all. See all those scars on my face? Yeah, she does have a few. So, Realm of the Mammoth Lords, what's that like? Huge, freezing, no place for weaklings. Tribes hunt auroch herds to survive. They're fast, so we herd them for days just to not die of hunger. If you're weak, you stay behind and die in the snow. Tribe can't stop. And there's giants and mammoths, sometimes demons, and the mastodons, and the saber-toothed tigers. I think you might manage for a few days. Oh, you're quite a good fighter. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a crappy male, I'd fight better. Is that what you say? Or do you say I could be better? Like, go get some training, Amiri, right? I meant exactly what I said. You're a good fighter. Well, don't raise your voice to me ever again, I think is a little harsh. You are very good in a fight. You're an excellent warrior. I just given you a compliment, that's all. True, I fight good. It's what I do best. You're rather rude, you know? You bet. I'm a fighter big and strong. Everyone's afraid of me. I can't play the softy. Who'd ever fear me then? And I enjoy being feared. When I pass by and all the sissies almost faint, knees trembling, teeth chattering, shit dripping down their pants. A little bit of a sadist there, aren't you? So why'd you leave your tribe? Because they were assholes. Men are cowards and scoundrels, women scared like sheep. Men there think no girl can be a fighter because they're weak. They're afraid a woman can beat them. And females just nod, go sew hides, cook meat, watch kids. That's what they always say. But I'm a warrior, damn it, I won't cook hides and watch meat. I told them so, I went hunting, and what'd I get? Still the same, you're woman, you stay home. They even told me I was the soft chieftain, like a warrior woman was a funny joke. Damn, I even went to hunt those shit-faced frost giants, and they're... So I left. Cowards, scoundrels, sissies, that's why. Well, thanks for telling me. So, what's the story with the frost giants? Okay. We're just talking, you don't like it? Alright. But if you're gonna ask questions like why, what for, how, screw this. You got even harder ones? Yeah, thanks for talking. Let's talk later. Yeah, I want to kill some monsters. Okay, good. Yeah, very good. You take care of yourself. I'll be back. Greetings. Everything is well, I hope. I'm ready for new orders. So, tell me about yourself. I was born to a noble family, though I didn't remain long on the family estate. My father sent me the Order of the Eternal Rose. When I left once, I realized that it didn't match my principles. So, where are you from? I was born in Brevoy, but in fact I've never seen much of the country. I spent my childhood on a remote estate owned by my noble family. My father is a respectable philanthropist and benefactor of the Church of Shaylin. He is also a renowned private collector and a great admirer of the arts. My mother saw to my education personally. From my early years, I learned good manners, how to behave at the dinner table, and the proper form of words for every occasion. I also learned the difference between true nobles and low-born upstarts, and I learned how to treat each of them properly. Our home was always under the protection of several paladins of Shaylin. My father has donated a handsome sum to the order. One of them, a man of venerable age with a gray beard, once let me touch his shining armor. I still remember the admiration I felt when I touched the cold, polished steel. Of all the memories of my childhood, that one is somehow the warmest. So, why were you sent to the Order? As you can imagine, from my first days I was surrounded by crowds of servants and nannies who never stopped praising my heavenly beauty. Really? The paladins of Shaylin who used to visit our house echoed these praises. And in the end, general consensus overwhelmed my father's better judgment, so when I turned 6, I was brought to the church and told this would be my new home. You were 6, and they were saying you were, oh, look at her, she's a beautiful girl. All of 6 years old. We're going to take her to the Order and make her a paladin. Don't pity me, though. My parents had respect for me. They taught me something that supported me all my life. A sense of self-esteem. Besides, they didn't abandon me. Every 6 months they'd come and visit. We had some tea, then had an hour to walk around the garden, then they would take their leave as etiquette demanded. So every 6 months you got tea with your parents. Wow. What did they teach you? I enjoyed the physical activities and swordsmanship, but arts, calligraphy, painting, poetry, so many other ways to waste one's time. I'm going to go ahead and refill my coffee here. My throat's actually starting to get raw already, so I'm going to throw in some honey. Yeah. That always seems to help. Coffee with raw, unfiltered honey seems to work very well. So, why did you leave the Order? Because of my heavenly beauty. According to Shaylin's laws, all art is sacred, whatever form it takes. Severe punishment awaits those who dare harm a painting, sculpture, or poem, no matter how worthless it might be. Well, worthlessness is in the eye of the beholder, generally speaking. I received my first poem dedicated to me when I was 9. The author was some wealthy geezer. Yeah, that sounds creepy. Sculptures, pictures, poems, I was drowning in them. My admirers mobbed me, and I had to respectfully accept all their garbage. One time I just snapped. Some wealthy idiot has dedicated an extremely untalented poem to me, and he had the nerve to read it right to my face holding my sleeve. The hour was late. I was on my way to get some rest after a boring lesson on rhymes. I lost control and tore the poem apart right in front of him. The paladins wanted to impose some punishment upon me. I don't remember which one exactly. They wanted me to repent. Instead, I just gathered my things and left. So, basically somebody wrote a shit poem to you, grabbed your sleeve, wouldn't let you go, you ripped it up, but you knew that that's the thing that the paladins are all against, is the destruction of art. So what did you do after that? I set off for Rostov. I wanted to get far away as possible from Shaylin and the destiny everyone seemed so ready to force upon me. Besides, the school of swordsmanship in Rostov has quite a decent reputation. Honestly, I was hoping for an opportunity to learn from the famous Aldori masters. Eventually, it became clear their technique wasn't a good fit for me. They teach to avoid impact, whereas I prefer to raise my shield. But my abilities and skills, which I'd learned at the Order of the Rose, were enough to make the Sword Lords take an interest. They offered me a chance to join the mercenaries who serve the Sword Lords, and I accepted. Well, considering how offended she is by art in generally speaking, and her experiences, I'm not going to make that comment right there about beauty inspiring. Let's change the subject. So, tell me about the way of Shaylin and her paladins. Shaylin is a goddess of love, beauty, and art. Her paladins are something like armored artists. That's how they like to think of themselves, at least. Well, when you think about it, that's actually kind of classical. You might think of that in terms of being a French knight of the High Middle Ages. They are fanatical defenders of worthless, inartistic paintings and meaningless opuses, if you care to know my opinion. Okay, well, you speak of Shaylin with contempt. What did the goddess of beauty do to earn your anger? She's been trying to ruin my life, has she? Shaylin, the goddess of everything useless that ever existed in this life, all the beauty in the world, all the art, all these soulful sights of the moonlight, they'll never feed a single family unless somebody buys the artwork and then they can feed their family with the money that they use. I beg you to restrain yourself from offering your own opinion. Too late, you already got it. Nothing and nobody can change my mind. That's fine, you're wrong, but that's fine. As for Shaylin, she's the goddess of idlers. I almost joined her preposterous entourage. I'm just glad I was smart enough to denounce her while I still could. So, what do the paladins usually do? They wander around, seeking the next pile of garbage. When they find it, they call it an immortal piece of art and admire it until they're blue in the face. You might not believe this, but the paladins of Shaylin aren't allowed to slay their enemies if they beg for mercy, because a bandit, rapist, or murderer who has been put to the sword will never be able to create something beautiful in the future. So a paladin overpowers her enemy in battle, then inspires him to create a masterpiece. It might sound hilarious if it weren't true. Well, it sounds very liberal, left-leaning to me. That's basically California. So we don't care what happens. We don't have, California did not have a death penalty while I was there. I think they still don't. They'd rather life in prison because every life is sacred. Sounds like the same thing. They have a different rationale for it, but... Plus, all of Shaylin's followers are obliged to practice some sort of art in his or her free time. Every single day, no matter what else is going on, even if you're feeling sick or hungry or sleepy, otherwise, according to their clerics, you lose your connection with your goddess. A preposterous notion, wouldn't you agree? Well, you said every paladin has to practice some kind of art. What did you pursue? That I used to embroider and still do from time to time. It's nothing, I assure you, just a simple task to keep my hands busy and the gloomy thoughts at bay. Nothing special, but you enjoy embroidering. Yeah, not every piece of art is good or even decent, but surely there must be at least a few. I wouldn't even say surely. It's like, not every piece of art is good or even decent, but there are great works. Those do exist. Is that what you think? Many share that delusion. I was deluded too for a while. Now I consider all works of art useless. Well, you're a dumbass then. People create this garbage because they have nothing better to do. Also not true. The peasant doesn't paint a picture, he plows the earth to feed his family. I've met peasants who do. The soldier has no time for sculpture, he must defend his homeland, and in his free time might sculpt. Idlers and slackers have plenty of time to waste, so they smear canvases with paint and imagine they've done something worthy and valuable. Okay, let's talk about something else. I mean, I've been ranting here for a bit. I'm ranting at a video game. At a character who does not exist and their stupid opinions. If I can be frank, all this talk about Shaylin makes me want to spit. But my noble upbringing prevents me from performing such an undignified act. Oh, how artful. So, you're an atheist? You don't worship any deity? I need no guidance from above. I have my own good conscience and my leader's orders to live by. You know, you don't have to follow etiquette and maintain good manners while speaking with me if you don't want to. I'm aware of that, but you need to understand that I am what I am. I'm Valerie the Sailor. That's how I was brought up, first by my parents and then by my mentors in the order. Besides, I was born to a noble family, so I rather enjoy the idea. My manner of speech differs a bit from the common language of the peasantry. You just can't imagine how many social climbers have bowed politely the moment I opened my mouth. You sound a little eager to follow orders. Why is that? What do you mean, why? I follow your orders. I joined your campaign because I have faith in you. I believe your intentions to be noble, though things may not always turn out as you planned. You are my commander. Your orders are law. It's my duty to follow them. Well, so long as you don't order me to do something that's absolutely dishonorable, but that would never happen, I hope. Well, see, there you go. You questioned the possibility. Thanks for the conversation. Talk to you later. As you wish. Now to go find our bard. Where's our spoony little bard? Did I pass her over here or something, or was she... I'll bet she's inside. Yep, there she is. Hey, Lindsay. Oh, hi. So, tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I'm from all over. I was actually born in Galt. It's such a tiny village it's not even on the maps. If not for my teacher, I'd still be living there. Milking goats, weeding turnips, swilling homebrew, having babies, using books only as kindling. How'd you become a bard? Now this is interesting. We've got a bard who's a follower of Shaylin. And we have an ex-paladin of Shaylin who hates Shaylin. And art in general. Probably and very specifically bards. Especially considering her bad run-ins with poetry. Yeah. Oh, hey, Darziak. Sorry I haven't been able to get back to Skyrim and try doing the save after dumping everything off. The last couple of times I've tried that, it's actually crashed while I've been trying to save. So I'm just doing other things at this point. I may simply give up altogether on the Skyrim campaign because if I can't get it to save, then there's nothing I can really do. Unless I want to keep it open and keep playing it constantly until it crashes entirely on its own. Yeah, I know. I hadn't even gotten to the Great War. Level 47 and all that down the toilet. From what I can tell, there is a known problem with Skyrim in general, where the longer the play, the more likely it is that you're going to have a save that just corrupts, where it won't save any further. I don't know. I don't think it's the size of it either. It's just... it just starts failing to load itself. Or failing to save, whatever. Anyway, back to this. So, when I realized there was nothing for me at home besides more radish patches, I decided to run away. A traveling book peddler, Tessie the Quill, happened across our village. So I stuck to her like a burr and wouldn't let go until she agreed to take me as an apprentice. Together we traveled everywhere, Brevoy, Taldor, even Ustalav. Yeah, a fog-shrouded nation of countless horrors. And then I found out about the Academy of Grand Arts in Patax. And I thought, well, I love reading stories. I can surely learn to write them too. I enrolled on my first try and they even gave me a scholarship. Then they expelled me, but that's okay. They already taught me all the important stuff. And now with Shaylin's help, I can manage on my own. So who was your teacher? No, this is not my first time playing Kingmaker. However, I'm playing on the beta branch right now. This is actually one of the beta patches they've got. The most recent beta patch. And then I have it modded on top of that. I mean, if reading all this text bothers people, I can skip over it, but I figured that anybody who hasn't seen this before would probably want to have some time to read it, even if they're not listening. And the best way to give people time to read it is if I'm reading it. Instead of just me sitting here going like, He's a true saint. He once was an important person in the capital of the Church of Shaylin, but he got in trouble with the authorities and went on self-imposed exile to the tiniest, most gods-forsaken, priestless village he could find, where I was born. He wanted to open a school, but the villagers wouldn't let him. You can heal us all you like, but no putting any ideas into our children's head. It'll only distract them from their work. But he did teach me on the sly, taught me how to read, write, gave me books, poems, legends. He was the one who told me about the Archknights of Abistan. And when I told him I was going on a journey, he gave me a magic ring so Shaylin would protect me from harm. Well, a lot of it is voiced, but a lot of it is also silent text. Like you see this going through right now. What do you mean, Archknights of Abistan? Oh, you haven't heard of them? How can you be a hero without knowing one of the most epic stories in the history of stories? You should just read about them yourself, every single chapter. Their adventures are what gave me the idea of going on a heroic quest and writing about it to begin with. And now look at me, here I am, on a heroic quest. Well, yeah, me too, but I didn't have to read up on any of these knights. So, do you worship Shaylin? Yes! Not to offend the other gods, but she's the most important. All the other guards guard the world as it is, but only the Eternal Rose calls us to the world as it should be. Yeah, there's a paladin over there who says you're full of shit. And what about your clothes? I can't waste money on looks. I'd rather buy books. That's... I wouldn't say that those are terrible clothes. So let me ask you about something else. So, what about Patax? I love it even though they kicked me out. A joyful place. And what's life like? A huge nest of thieves. Bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, card sharps. Always home for the likes of them. But that was before Aravetti became king. With him, a whole different life began. Aravetti always wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown, though that's exactly what he is. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts. So he built the Academy of Grand Arts and spent lots of gold to assemble the best artists, poets, and musicians. Of course, the very best refused to go, but he got what he wanted in a way. If Patax was once just a booze barn for thieves, now it's a cabaret. And what about King Aravetti? Won his crown in a game of cards. Says as much about Patax as it does him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I know told me that the moment he appeared, he started to pulling off some Such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded into Patax, and also, he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. Getting drunk with whores at the pub, not his style. Instead, he'll dress up like a male Callistria with a golden codpiece holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king that's more like it. He also likes singing, and orders his guards to make the citizens gather for his shows. May Shaylin have mercy on his listeners. So, what about the Academy? Okay, this I gotta see. Darziak's Mage. Hello, hello, hello. That looks significantly non-draconic. Although, these bits suggest otherwise. Ah, yes, Red Dragon Bloodline. How did I not see that coming? Human Eldritch Scion Magus with Red Dragon. That fits. And in point of fact, Roy is also running around as an Eldritch Scion. He is spec'd through, what was it? He did not go with Dragon, though. I think he took Fae because that's as close as I can get to the Unicorn connection. Although, as I was mentioning before to Buckeye, I'm looking at trying to mod in the Unicorn Sorcerer class from the Paizo website. Okay, he has no taste at all, whatsoever. Likes his art loud, bright, grandiose, and most importantly, glorifying himself. He kicked out the best charcoal artist because he didn't wish to spend money on gray scribbles. He sacked a masterful flute player from Tanzia for playing too quietly, and instead ordered them to open a kettle drum class. He even ordered the Academy to expel me for an innocent limerick. I doubt it was innocent. It's a limerick, for one thing. And if it's an innocent limerick, then it's a lousy limerick. So would you like to go back to the Academy and finish? If they threw out 3/4 of the professors each there now, and returned all the ones they banished, I'm proud to have been expelled. If my art was to his liking, I then would have reason to be ashamed. Ashamed. Not ashamed. Let me ask you about something else. What about this book you're writing? What's there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already. It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth, just as it had, well, the artistic truth. You know, no glory, no story. So, what kind of a character am I? I was a little afraid of meeting a real hero. In books, they're all protectors of the weak and poor, but what about real life? But you eased all my fears with 2 shakes of a tail. Because I have a tail, yes. You're a true hero just like in the legends. My new fear is that in 100 years my readers will say people like you never existed, but I'm writing the truth. Sometimes you follow the rules, sometimes you make up your own. Your actions are hard to predict. It's what makes you so interesting to read about. So, mind if I take a look at it? Yeah, these are only drafts, but you can read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I write about, I won't change a single letter, so don't even ask. Of course, it's a book about you, but it's my book. Understood? Let's see here. Of course, you can write whatever you want, but you know what happens to writers who displease their rulers? No. Write whatever you wish. I doubt you would defame me, or for that matter, overpraise. So, why are you writing it? Just, I really wouldn't put it as what's the point, but... When I was was at the academy, Eobald the Insightful began his literature course with the question, what is a person? And he answered, a person is a storytelling animal. Hello, I am a storytelling animal. Our world does not consist of things. All these woods, seas, and cities, it consists of stories about those things that we tell to ourselves and to each other. Just think about it. Centuries will pass, and there will be no me and no you. All your subjects will be long gone, but you and I will live on in people's memories and influence their deeds, thanks to this very book. These are insults that I don't really have any basis for making, so how about that Tessie the Quill, who I've never met? What's there to say? She gave me books. What's the deal with the ring you always wear? Well, she already told me it's, the blessing of Shaylin, but is a gift to me from my first teacher. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. I've never seen it work. Don't be angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I'll wait for you here, promise. Okay, and with that, I have regathered the party, so to speak. Hey, it's an Oriole 8 Eyes, which is reminiscent of a spider. Actually, I don't really want to talk to them right now. You hire mercenaries through this person. They also have their own story, but you can't find out much about it until you level up anyway. So, let's get on the road.
All according to plan.
All according to plan. Because I'm not going to take any of this, I'm going to go ahead and clean it. And then we can leave. Yes, the current group, accept. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is, in fact, voiced, but a lot of it isn't. Which way should we go? Well, there's the Spider Cave, which we're not messing with, and there's Thornford. The Kamehameha Lands. So we got a road that goes all the way through. That's about all we know of these lands. I do know that we got to get this way, so... Dun dun dun! A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up. Grey hair is unkempt, continually clenching and unclenching his wrinkled, freckled hands. Strange weather, invisible fog creeping out of the woods, soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. I don't like him. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. So, the fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before, but someone must look and no one else can. Who are you? Remus, but that won't help with the fog. What are you even doing here? I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. So, can you find your way through this fog? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. I should probably go. You hasten? You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival? You mean Tartuccio? He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him, and might yet still. So, where is he now? In an old tomb, south of the trading post. Ah, thanks. What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy and now gives death. How do you know we're rivals? I don't know. I see. You can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But can you choose what they see? All the more reason not to linger. Have a good one. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Alrighty then. And then he just fades out of reality right next to us. I feel like I should look around here for a bit. Oh look, a giant bunny. It's a bun! Nah. If I recall correctly, I've done this before. Well, hang on.
In due time.
I would hate myself if I failed to check the map and turns out there's something back around in here I should have looked for.
Follow my lead.
It's a bun! Look at the bun. Nope. Just a whole lot of nothing.
That is not.
Yeah, it's been a while since I last played as well. I actually got this set up to do a campaign about a month ago, and then just haven't gotten back to it. So, he's down here. We need to go that direction anyway. Boggard Hunting Grounds. Oh, hello.
You deserved it.
You deserve what?
Running won't help you!
Hey, Amiri, can you go ahead and charge these guys instead? Thanks. Oh, shit. Amiri actually lost her shit.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Okay, withdraw. He's mostly dead. Did they actually whack Amiri? Yeah, Amiri's down apparently. We could use some spellcraft. Actually, can you do us a favor? Go run over there and take care of her. That'd be great. You should probably face off with them. Damn it.
I'm wounded.
Great. Oh boy. Okay, they are both up and running. Good.
It was not part of the plan.
Okay, Roy's down.
Avenge me.
And Amiri is... Really? Valerie too.
I'll survive.
Fucking what?
I always survive.
Okay. Wow, really? Funny thing is, she might be able to kite a lot of them.
Last wishes.
Run, Lindsay, run. Oh boy, this is not good. There's more of them? Ah, shit.
A miserable
TPK.
chapter.
Yeah, that was messed up. I figured that Amiri would actually do fairly well, but then she broke and ran on the first morale check. So, let's not go hunting boggarts just yet. Difficulty, generally mid-range. I usually don't go crazy with the difficulty, but I like it to be a challenge. And to think that that was a side quest. It's like, oh, Boggart Hunting Grounds, let's see what this is all about. And then we get wiped out by a bunch of frogs with spears.
I am yours to command.
And here I thought you
Time's
were a
not
freaking
waiting.
paladin.
Well,
We've got a paladin, a barbarian known for killing frost
Anything is
giants.
possible.
Like, nah. G'day, g'day, g'day. Ah, Tartuccio. Little douchebag. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill. Not really, he's more like what looks like a kiva. Expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian.
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Harim, I would be happy to see you among my companions. Your faith does not oblige you to follow fools and liars like Tartuccio.
There is as much vanity in your words as in the words of all who have not seen the wisdom of Grotus. Yet you seem a worthier leader than the arrogant Tartuccio. Perhaps in serving you, I shall open your eyes to the teachings of my faith.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy.
They're not your
Let us
servants.
see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Run away! Run away!
Approaching.
Okay. Harim, take care
let
of
us
that
strike
guy.
as one.
No, Harim. Just... Oh, I may not actually have direct control of them. I don't. Okay. Charge... them. Cannot charge them. Can charge them. You, get musical. And me, I'll start casting about for things to do.
Could be worse, and will be. Definitely will be.
Okay, Amiri already is in trouble. Shit.
Not dead yet.
Well, that was stupid of me. But for some reason, my character is set to charge. He shouldn't be. Because I had him with the sword on. Like a moron. Okay.
Won't kill me!
Can you go ahead and help her out, please? Thank you.
Essie. Essie. I always survive.
Really? This is a bit on the ridiculous side. Of course. Comes directly for me.
This should do. This was not.
And
part of the
Roy's
plan.
immediately down. I think we're gonna get TPK'd here again. Has she even...
Part of the plan.
Okay. I need to check on this because I don't recall having the settings up this damn high. We're getting TPK'd with no real problems by the first enemies we meet. Difficulty, here we are. Critical hits are normal. We use Death's Door. Dead companions do not rise after combat. We do not have auto leveling. Damage to party is standard. Enemy difficulty is normal. Mind you, these are up from what the game starts you at. Normal enemies, standard damage, normal difficulty. Well, we're dead. And yep, that's it.
A miserable
Attack of opportunity, whack.
last chapter.
Let's try that again.
I am prepared.
Are you? Because you seem to be getting your ass kicked pretty badly. Alright, we can definitely
I
see
wrote it like
people
I saw
ahead.
it.
No mistakes.
Roy should be using a bow. Should also have shield going. Amiri doesn't have anything special here.
I'm listening.
Let me get.
Why
Yada,
hope?
yada,
Hold
yada.
your quickly now. If we don't,
There is as much vanity.
I see my.
Pose. I need inspiration.
Okay. Let's try this again. Raging and attacking.
Doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
This should do it.
I have no control over Harem.
This won't kill
And
me.
Amiri's just getting her ass kicked immediately.
I'll survive. I always
Okay,
survive.
try and get Amiri back up, please. Thank you.
Yes.
And she's
I
immediately
always survive.
she's immediately knocked down again by attacks of opportunity.
Serves you right.
If we can at least drop this guy, we might have a chance. Okay, he's coming for Lindsay now. Which means Roy needs to engage him directly.
You deserved it.
Okay. Alright, looks like this time we got him.
Focus on the goal.
Okay. Let's just take everything.
All according to plan.
And Lindsay was called for. Anything is possible.
Done with waiting.
We got a bunch of
Adventures
those
call to
potions, so might as well use them. Now for crying out loud, get over here. No, put it back. There we are.
Just letting the ink dry.
Okay, now that the entire party is healed up and not likely to get murdered right away. Ah, there we go. A faded image of the sun, a grinning jackal's skull, has been scratched on top of the image. So it's been defaced. An outline of a head with a single eye. Well, that does look to be about the size of a Cyclops sarcophagus. A sickle, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket, covered with a coin. Now, let's see, what have I picked up? Anything worthwhile? Well, it's that. Oh, come on. There we are. Food, nuts and berries. Get this stuff up and out of the way there. Chocolate. And a magical sword. Alright, who can use a magical sword? I think Roy is still spec'd for finesse wielding, so that doesn't work for him, I don't think. But it does work for her.
Interesting. What a find!
A coin.
What troubles you?
Well, I'd like to see what's up ahead. You're the best at this. Oh, what's that? A bas relief of the sun. Vague outlines of 4 strange creatures have been carved over it. And some more or less random... Oh, ouch! Okay. Anything else possibly back there? No? Alright. We're going. Look, an unending heath replete with hills and gullies, patches of low shrubs. Already Tartuccio and his companions are gone. But we'd not give up so easily. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had enough time to straighten back up, since whoever last passed through, but the dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. And the soil turned up claw prints, lots of them. A fresh battlefield. One set of footprints walked away from the battle down to the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. The attackers were small and lean, on 2 legs. Kobolds! Which mods am I using? I can show you that in a minute here. Traces of a spell from illusion magic. Near where the lowly trail descends into the gully. Well, knowing Tartuccio, he probably used his remaining followers to cover against the kobolds and then fled down the gully. Steep, loose soil. Fortunately, clawed footsteps, easy to spot. But they turned, whirled up the steep slope, and disappeared at the gully's edge. Alright, let's try it. Lindsay, get up there. Really, Lindsay is about our only real option. Yay! Our intuition proved correct as we closed on our target. Now, let me see here. I believe it's Control F10. There we go. Using Cleaner, which lets me get rid of basically leftover crap that's on a map. You just clean it off so it doesn't clog up your save. Eldritch Arcana. Hair unlocker and visual adjustments. Using visual adjustments, I can have Roy actually become a unicorn. That's the main reason I got it. I have a bunch of other mods that I tend to use, but none of them work with the beta version of the game so far. Eldritch Arcana, though, is so good that I pretty much consider it a must-have.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge,
sparkling flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
Could you give us some extra information on what that might be? No? Okay. Oh, so they already know. Very ancient. Well, that's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of a forest, a circus show. Learning a new trade, Tartuccio.
You! When will I finally be rid of you? Don't listen to him, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold him back. The rest of you, follow me!
To victory!
And beyond! I kind of wonder whether it's possible to even stop Tartuk at this point. I don't think so. They're all green. Sparkle Dragon, Sparkle Dragon. Valerie, charge. You also. Yeah, no. Come back here, you little shits.
A calculated risk.
Poor little kobolds. Take all their shit. Wait a second, how do I miss something? Yeah, all of it. Crack-a-boom. Free food. Ah, what's this? Haggis! Kobolds know how to make haggis? Well, now I know how to make haggis.
What's that?
Ooh, ancient coin.
In due time.
Well, they said that the mites at the Sycamore would have that. Oh, wait. Huh, there's actually something over here. Port. Okay, free booze. Mushrooms. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Quite a bit of loot to be had in this area.
You see that?
Oh wait, what is that? Okay. More port. Okay. More booze. I now have 20 booze. Lots of booze. Let me take a look, because I think all that I can really do with this stuff is drink it. Or not even drink it, but sell it. Yeah, it's worth a fair amount, but I don't think I can use it for cooking or anything. Even though it's a numbered item. Well.
All according to plan.
What's according to plan? I don't have a plan. Are you kidding? Okay, well, I presume that's the old Sycamore. So we now have two options. We either pursue the sycamore, actually three, but fuck those spiders. Pursue the old sycamore, or go to the Thornfjord. Well, that's going to be where the bandits are. This is where Tartuccio is going. And playing this as though I have never played it before, which would be a complete lie, which way would Roy go? Tartuccio is his rival. The Stag Lord isn't going anywhere. And Tartuccio's looking for a relic to make him more powerful. So I think pursuing Tartuccio would be the appropriate option.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Well, not yet. Let's try to avoid these. Failed to sneak past. This is, of course, right after everybody gets tired.
Then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me!
Dread Skeleton Elite? Are you kidding me? This is like a high... Okay, well, hopefully it's just the one. I doubt it, but I can hope. You need to fight defensively. Amiri, I need you to flank. Roy, I need you to not charge. Harem, you're also going to be on flank. Actually, this is undead. We can do with one of these regardless.
I'm tired. Go.
Let us strike as one!
Alright, that was a good shot. Okay, Amiri. Can you charge him?
Tear them apart!
Harim, get around behind him if you would. Roy, do not get in close.
This
Now.
will hurt.
Repent!
Did we just knock him down? Okay, good. He went down a lot
Resting
easier
would
than
be
I was
nice.
expecting.
Don't you think?
I mean, had him as Skeleton Elite. He's got a bone to pick with me. Already with the puns. Already with the puns.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Right here, actually. Who's gonna do what job? She's no good in that role. Amiri is, but I don't think anybody else is good at hunting. Roy's kind of okay at hunting. She's not at all. She definitely can't cook. Harem can't cook. I don't think Harem would be any good at cooking either. In fact, I think that Lindsay's about the only one out of the lot of us who probably can cook at all. Stealth, negative stealth. Camp camouflage. Well, that means she's the hunter. And Roy's definitely much better at being on watch. So what about you? Negative 16. Stealth, are you kidding? She clanks everywhere. Just sit there and polish your armor or whatever. Okay, can we make haggis? I guess we don't have the ingredients for it. Begin resting.
Listen, Harem. Would you ever want to return to the Five Kings Mountains? To take up a hammer again? To feel the heat of the furnace?
Don't reopen old wounds. I have found my path, and I'm not turning from it. The mountains are my home no more, even if someone would like to see me there.
Oh, Lindsay, this is terrible food. Your food is terrible and you should feel terrible. During the game, spoiler, 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 spoiler.
Greetings.
The former captain of Jamandi's Aldori's personal guard nods to you as though you'd seen each other in Rostov only yesterday, limping noticeably. But now he looks excited.
I have
Why?
urgent news from Rostov. The investigation that I have conducted at Lady Jamandi's orders have proved your innocence. Tartuccio was and still is the Pataxian spy. That dreadful night, it was him who had opened the gate and let the assassins in. It appears that he had planned to gain the barony and Eldori's support, only to later place these lands under the command of his true patron. King Iravetti is no stranger to intrigue, and likes to use others to do his dirty work. Anyway, Lady Jamandi sends her apologies.
You may tell Lady Jumanji that, Jamandi, that I accept.
We almost had Tartuccio cornered when this damned mist fell. First we entirely lost our way, and then stumbled right into a bandit ambush. My people can barely stand, so I would be grateful if you would help us capture this Tartuccio. He must be somewhere nearby. Bring that scum to Oleg's trading post, dead or alive. The Sword Lords will remember this favor.
So how did Tartuccio manage to fool you?
That sly bastard has caused us no little trouble, that's for sure. When he showed up in Rostov and announced he was going to join the expedition, nobody suspected a thing. Yes, a gnome, yes, a sorcerer, but so what? Even after that terrible night, some of my people were willing to bet money on you being the spy. His overconfidence was his downfall. Tartuccio's henchmen, it seems, imagined they could safely meet with Pataxian spies in the town's seedy underbelly. But Rostov is the ancestral home of the Eldori, and Lady Jamandi is respected not only by the aristocracy and the common folk, but also by those on the other side of the law.
So basically, some people that he went to deal with narked him out.
We received a message from the slums. A good friend, who wished to remain anonymous, suggested the Sword Lords take a closer look at a certain guest from Patax. Jamandi immediately sent for me and ordered me to capture the spy, all very quietly, of course. He told us everything, and not only about Tartuccio. I doubt that Iravetti was pleased to hear of his agent's failure.
So, what's with the Pataxian spies? What are they even looking to find here?
Pataxian spies are much like magpies. They'll grab anything that catches their eye. Information, treasure, artifacts. This time, King Iravetti had a chance to seize the entire Stolen Lands region, and at the Eldori's expense. I'll give you some advice for the future. Be wary of the Pataxian king. He's truly a snake of a man.
So, basically, Pataxian spies do general roaming and turn up whatever they can. Got it. So, Garrus, that's the name of a noble house in Brevoy, is it not? So, you're a noble?
Used to be. It's only a name now, nothing more. The House Garess are a noble family in Brevoy. They own several mines in the Galushkin Mountains. My father Evan is cousin to Lord Howland Garess, but he's my father no longer.
Ooh.
In any case, I brought shame upon my name and was punished accordingly. The family disowned me. I fled to Restov and took up the life of a simple mercenary, until I received an assignment here in the Stolen Lands.
Well, even though I have a job to do and small talk has nothing to do with it, I'd like to know more about your family.
Well then, ask away. It is an old and renowned family, one of the most influential in Brevoy. A long time ago, the Goress house entered a pact with the dwarven clan of Golka. This proved to be of great benefit to both parties, and they've supplied the ore for our forges ever since. Lord Howland even took the son of the dwarven leader as his ward. Who would have known where this would lead?
So, half-dwarves?
The same winter that Brevoy lost the Rogarvia dynasty,
mind.
Howland's only natural son, Bren, went missing in the mountains. Thus, Toval Golka, the Lord's dwarven ward, became heir to House Goress. The lad has it tough, though. Too many believed Howland should have chosen someone of his own blood to be the heir. I would imagine my own father had similar plans for me, but we all know how that went.
Let's finish this conversation some other time.
As you wish.
See you later. Yeah, finding out why he was exiled isn't really that important right now.
Follow my lead.
Cowardly traitors! Sons of a pike! Return the relic! Coward, turn, relic! Silly, silly kobold! Go look your relic, your dungeon! Look under bed, under table! Silly kobold have no bed and no table! Search your eggs, you lose relic and blame mites! Accuse queen! Lies! Chief Scale, not silly! Lies, Chief Scale! Such hubris in such small and simple creatures, but are our own monarchs any better? Me looks sidewise. So warlike, it's like a miniature version of the Taldan Imperial Chronicles. Stop! What's going on here? Stranger! Stranger! You see, yes? Silly kobold attack might insult us, our magnificent queen! Lies! Might thief! Steal relic from kobold! Revenge! Help us, stranger! What exactly happened? Aye, chief. I name's Sootscale. Koboldin might live here long, live peace. But now might thief steal our relic. Thief, tail, relic. And how do you know the relic was stolen by the mates? Might tricksy, but Chief Sootscale is more tricksy. I call no shaman come. Shaman Tartuk know who stole relic. Tartuk good. Tartuk ud. Tartuk is not a real kobold. Sootscale not stupid, he no real kobold. And what's this? Actually, where is this Shaman Tartuk now? Shaman was dungeon. Did not enter sacred hall. Might collapse our entrance. Kobold wrath might. So, what's the relic you're talking about? Relic key. Kobold take relic, enter sacred hall. Did you really attack the mites? Revenge, might coward. Kobold come, might run. We come, take them relic, go. Let them give back our relic. We give back there. So it is as clear as the summer sun. Mites, let's get your side of the story. I Seneschal Vagik. Here our magnificent warrior Queen Bida. Queen defeats scary wolf battle. Vanquish 100 enemies, charm 100 hearts. Queen Bida, now you speak her. May sit. We understand. Legs tremble when see such beauty. My queen, why did you fight the kobolds? We live here long, kobolds and mites. We live peace, friends, trade. Together hunt good shaggy animal. Got it? Sweet. Long ago, Chief Kobold and our old king make good alliance. 2 branch old sycamore we take. Charm and give to each other. This be relic. Kobold have one, might have one. Not long ago, kobold come yell, we thief take our relic. Silly kobold. So why do the kobolds think you stole their relic? Kobold thief, silly, ugly old. He lose last mine, listen to Shaman Tartuk. Shaman not so ugly. But angry, tricksy, say wicked might. I catch him and make crown from his scale. Pretty crown, purple. Do you know where this purple-scaled shaman is now? He prowl dungeon near our house. We see he wants, but not catch. Want find shaman? Look underground. Why do you need the relic? 2 relic. They key, give entrance to Sacred Hall. There under Sycamore. 1 key for kobold, 1 key for might. Each can go hall. All fair. Very well. No more questions. I would hear my companion's advice. Why support either? Do you think they'll ever listen to you? Let us battle the little ones, both groups, and be done with it. It's up to you, but we should remember that living among such creatures could be dangerous. The kobolds and mites are aggressive, poorly organized, and unreliable. It's better to exile them or not interfere, lest we're entangled in their unworthy deeds. You should make peace and search for the relic together. Never! Death to traitors! We no retreat. Choose who support stranger, enemy us all. And this is an important decision right now. Do I side with the kobolds or the mites? There is no working with both of them. So I'm going to take a short break, both for a bio break and also to get the last of my coffee. So I will be right back. I have to admit, I have something of a soft spot for the kobolds. Not at all for the mites. But I also want to be fair, and the kobolds are the ones ultimately picking the fight because Sootscale's being an idiot. That being said, if I actually have to engage in some meta here. If I help the kobolds here, I can ally with them later on, and I can actually provide in my city quarters for kobolds and other similar facilities. So I can integrate the kobolds into my kingdom. Otherwise, I don't like committing genocide against any given race, even races which are technically considered evil, because there's always exceptions. Darziak, yeah, you have a point. The question is, do I want to have these creatures if I gain these lands in the future? Well, I will be gaining these lands in the future. The real question is, do I want to be committing genocide, and if so, to what extent? I kind of am forced to one way or the other, because if I pick neither side, both of them hate me. They've made that clear. If I pick one side, the other gets eradicated. Well, generally speaking, you don't kick them out. Because in order to kick them out, you have to flush out their nests, which generally results in genocide. It is essentially conducting a purge or a pogrom. And the way it's treated in D&D, it's generally treated as eradicating any of these that remain in your lands. So for me, this is a tough choice. From a point of justice, the mites are the ones that are afflicted here because Sootscale's an idiot. At the same time, Sootscale is a victim of Tartuccio. He's been conned. And going against him just because he's stupid. I would like to say this quarrel is your own. If you allow me to visit your domains, I shall strive to learn the truth. You know, diplomatically speaking, this is probably what Roy is going to start off with. If you allow me to visit your domains, he's asking permission to enter their kingdoms. I shall strive to learn the truth. So he wants to get to the bottom of it. Probably also the most diplomatic. He's suggesting, look, I will find out what's going on here, and then you can go from there. So, from a role-playing point of view, we accept. Stranger go peace our land, but we know truth already. Kobold must pay for his stupid. Stranger go. Find out, might thief. We hit might. Hit. I called Shaman Tartuk from underground and hit them bad. And then they go at it. So basically, we declared neutrality. They're kicking the shit out of each other regardless. But we're not at war with either of them. Oh, hello!
Prevail. Does it matter?
I didn't even notice this. Back away. Amiri, go after this guy.
Down!
Roy, flank.
Let's
And then
try
hit the front.
this way.
Ah!
That oddly
In
seems
due
worth it.
time.
Ah, Roy leveled up. Okay, level 3. What was I going with? I definitely want persuasion, and I think perception. Those are the ones I'm maxing on right now. I thought I already had weapon finesse. Hang on a minute. Dexterity 16, okay. Alright, I'll take weapon finesse. Insight bonus equal to charisma bonus. What is my charisma bonus? +2. That ain't bad. One spell from the wizard's spell list that is of a magus level they can cast. Adds to their spell book. Okay. Let's try that. Sleep might be valuable, especially where we're going. Oh, and I get another one, huh? Expeditious Retreat! I think I already have that. Oh, this is separate. Never mind. True Strike, almost useless. $5d4, huh? Yeah, sure. Roy being a unicorn just sprays rainbows at people. There we go. For the most part, yes. For the most part, Roy will be sticking with one class. He might be dual classing at some point.
My search was not in vain.
Anything else?
Nope, that'll do. Actually, let's get you that. Okay. Potion of Mage Armor. You can probably use a few things as well. Actually, yeah, have him throw that instead of that. He currently has banded mail. He can go to breastplate, which is worse. Ah, she can go to breastplate. There you are. Definitely better than hide armor. Probably why she's getting her ass kicked. Different coin. Fill that up. I think we're about set here.
Interesting.
Hello, hello. Welcome, peace zone. Here no war, no one attack. Only maybe Fat Wolf Lord. He want chew us, we more sly. Who kill him? Big reward. Why? What did you say about wolves? Near Long Tree live Pack Wolf. Big angry, tell Might and Kobold bad thing. We maybe kill him easy, but war take hunters away. Yeah, I'll kill him. And who are you? Peaceful Might and Kobold hunt together. Was easy. Many Might, many Kobold hunt together. Now not. Not like this. Why are you not fighting each other? Oh, bad. Puddles, blood, scream loud, Might and Kobold dead, cold. Why fight? Dangerous hairy wolf around. Wise words. I think many people, not just Mites and Kobolds, could learn something from these creatures. Bah! Cowards! But we no fool. Go and be friend. No want war, but Miss Queen Bida. Big beauty. Miss Beauty? I suppose I'll go. Y'all have a good one.
That is not far. As it should be.
I need to go ahead and save off here, I think. Okay.
Ready for
Boy
anything.
Needs to be using a bow. And generally hanging back. He's not a tank.
I know what to do.
What you want?
Patience.
I am yours to command. I'm listening.
Charge!
You've got a footnote in our story.
Well, that was quick. Another way of putting it is that escalated quickly. There we go.
The end draws near.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Yes.
Cute that the bard actually kind of doubles as our healer. Okay, up the trunk we go.
Sorry.
Okay, trying to go up the trunk actually damn near killed the entire party.
Grotus awaits us.
Let's not do that again. Oh, he healed himself for one. And he healed himself for one again. Grodius basically hates you. That was bad enough that it looks like we probably need to take a day of rest so he can get his spells back.
Anything is possible.
Man,
Yes.
he's only got 12 hit points. Bloody hell.
Yes. Here I am. See. Don't hesitate.
Adventures call to them.
Only 2 points remaining.
I need
above
to
and beyond
concentrate. Becoming distracted
letting
leads
me
to
try.
becoming dismembered.
What troubles you?
I actually thought you had a healing wand. Guess I was wrong about that.
Time's not waiting.
Alright, that should be enough to get us going for a while here. I don't think we're in any condition to deal with that that wolf they were talking about. Well, quite a few relics there. Now what's this? A crumpled letter. My dear Kenneth Plamer, with your desire to pursue a new archaeological mission in mind, I spent a few hours in my library today and identified a location worthy of your research. In the northeastern part of the River Kingdoms lies a region called the Stolen Lands. Many antiquities can be found in such places. No doubt an inquisitive researcher would be able to find old coins, significant cultural remnants, even pieces of artifacts that might be restored. Naturally, you shall require the services of a specialist to evaluate your findings. I've no doubt of your ability to recruit such a specialist once you arrive in the Stolen Lands. Such contacts can typically be made in large cities or settlements. Before you set off, it is my obligation to warn you that you're going to die! I should appreciate it greatly if you return with a few amusing curiosities. Agneth Bregan. You are dead! No big surprise. Hello. Oh, hi. Tatzelworm. I'm not gonna mess with the Tatzelworm right now. Hey there, guys. How's it going? Friend. Friend Chief. Close enough, anyway. I don't know where we left this stuff behind, but I guess I'll take it all. I guess we may have opened a chest and forgotten to loot it. I don't know. Oh, I am actually going to have to do something else here in a bit. In fact, I should take care of it right now. I promised the Roomy pizza tonight, and they close early, so I gotta get that out of the way. My apologies. Let's pull that off to the side. Pizza is an oath that one does not undertake lightly, after all. I don't need it. Why do you people keep sending me this stuff? Okay, and yes, what's the coupon? Right. one more. Extras. Blah, blah, blah. I gotta have my garlic butter sauce. And also a beverage. Yeah, no extras, no thank you. Okay, continue order details. Huh, okay. Or add coupon code. Well, I think it only takes a few bucks off, so... Sorry for the delay on this. I really should have done this earlier and then preset the delivery time. And away it goes. So that'll be showing up before too long. Yeah, I'm, right now it's 7 p.m., so... Let me actually save the game here. Generally, also, I use a single rolling save and then auto-saves, like normal. But I try to avoid just save scumming my way through everything. Wait a second. Oh, I think I need to go the other direction. And it being rather dark.
I've been taught if someone annoys you, you either pray or polish your armor. It is why my armor gleams as it does.
No mistakes.
Roy lights up his horn, and it lights up the room. Hello. I learned words. Boldness, strength, salaciousness. What does
What
salacious mean?
That is not far.
I don't know if I'd call that a huge find exactly, but...
In due time.
Friends, Chief, wait. Many traps. Follow me. So, where's the shaman at? Don't know, ask Chief. Chief know all. What lies ahead? Mine. Humans make, then leave. Kobold come, live, work. Was might passage? No more. Might thief. Might ambush attack. We break passage. Lose big chest. Goods. Can't go deep. Scary. Angry might bug. Wild bug live down there. Very well, let's go. As I recall, this does not end well.
Interesting.
Because of that. Yeah,
I wrote it
you
like I saw
need
it.
to be doing the stuff.
Applause, please.
Yay.
And so they walked on.
Lindsay leads the way, because the kobold will just walk us right through the traps.
I see something. Applause, please.
For that matter, doesn't she have a torch? She should probably be wielding a torch. Because she's up front.
Would you look at that?
Almost stepped right in it, didn't you?
It's just not my lucky day. Anything else?
We're right behind you. After you clear everything out.
I see something. Applause, please.
I go watch, you go chief. Far. Yeah, if you want to add me as a friend on Steam, that's
Right.
fine. I'm pretty sure you already know, but I'm just Calbeck or Roy
I'm
Calbeck
by
on
your
Steam.
side.
Break. Now I'll break. I'll go, I'll fall. Sorrow, sorrow.
I am prepared.
What you talking about, Willis? Hello. That's right. I don't have the,
I know what to do.
what is this? A huge hatch in the floor. Its panels are half open and squeaks angrily, threatening to plunge careless adventurers into the abyss. A kobold sitting on the ground beside a broken lever. Stop, you go, you fall. I'll go, I'll fall. Sorrow, sorrow. Let's jam the doors and deactivate the trap. Yay! It worked.
All according to plan.
I don't know if I'd call that a plan so much.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Was she, though?
This way.
I don't like surprises.
As it should be.
Oh, hello, you spidery things.
Applause, please.
Lindsay, get back
Right.
here.
Here.
Valerie, move up. Amiri,
Wow.
move up.
Oh, sorry.
I really should reorganize my my marching column here. Apparently, I don't have a marching column. There we go. now we're basically the archers, and you guys are the tanks. Where's the spooters? No. Everybody goes.
In due time.
Any last wishes?
We will prevail.
Will we, though? I don't know about that.
My search was not in vain.
Valerie, actually, you charged one of these guys who's flanking. There you go. Lindsay, where are you at? Lindsay, why are you in the front? Oh, because she has... she's holding the torch. Yeah, that's adorable. Actually, let's just have you switch over to the shield and sword. Well, she done been poisoned, so do we have any anti-poison? I don't think so. Does he have any similar ability? Well, can treat an affliction. I don't think that counts.
That is not far.
Anything else?
What's that?
Another ancient Rostlandic coin.
Anything is possible.
Done with waiting.
Adventures call to them.
Any more potions? No, so they're gonna have to be borrowed from elsewhere. All things considering, she really shouldn't be having these anyway.
Just letting the ink dry.
Yeah, you should also be doing the crossbow. Frickin' spooters!
Follow my lead.
There's a lot of spooters down here, too. Like these guys. Dem spooters.
All according to plan.
This requires your
Yep.
attention.
Thing is, I know what that is, and I don't want to just charge into it. So...
Ready for anything?
Go ahead and unload on them.
Enemy approaching.
Here they come. Okay, everybody, back the hell up. Let them come to us.
Hey!
Your life ebbs low.
Training pays off.
Is she still raging, by the way? No, she's not. Okay.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious? Something more simple, like Lindsay the Great? Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
I actually can't see much of what's going on in here because of the inherent darkness of my monitor. It's a known problem. Hello, gentle derps. Friends. Friends. Well, at least they're not angry at me. They're willing to accept my neutrality. Cows with wings. That's definitely not what a dragon looks like. They're good at curing hides and decorating their caves with them. Shrooms. Scroll of varnish. Makes things look really, really shiny. Tooth hurts. Why bite that bone?
In due time. As it should be.
For some reason I thought I could get up there. Wasn't there another reason that I had for coming back here? I can't recall. Well, that's really all kind of meta. I'd rather not get too meta.
That is not far.
So just, it's a kobold encampment. Yay! It's not spiders. I know that there's more to that, but it's not coming to me at the moment, so... I actually miss... Oh, hello, more spiders. I miss the camera options.
Time's not waiting. We will be victorious.
I'm writing you out of a sword.
Okay, who leveled? Lindsay. She's gonna be our spoony bard. Now let's see. Mobility, trickery, stealth. And persuasion. Point blank shot or lingering performance. Lingering performance, I think. Expeditious retreat. Comes in rather handy for her a lot.
In due time.
I may actually knock off in a bit here.
All according to plan.
Not only am I going to wind up getting distracted by pizza, but There's a couple things I need to take care of here before the end of the day. Also, I really do need to encamp for the night. Blissfulness. No. Password. Blissfulness. No. Password. Blissfulness. It's like, it's not your enunciation, friend. I don't think it's your enunciation that's the problem. Delicious. Ah, Chief Soot Scale.
What a find!
Greetings, friends. Eatings, ends. I ask help. My shaman took your passage under old sycamore. Fight mate. Search relic. I afraid he can't do. Friend find shaman. Kobold attack then. Where might Tartuk be now? Don't know. He leave. He'll find relic into Sacred Hall. Might not go this hall. We have Might Relic. There is... I may need the relic to enter the hall if Tartuk is already there. Fine, I give Might Relic. You touch it, door, and enter. Then return relic. Okay, there's someone in your dungeon I wish to discuss. Tartuk, bring them. This dumbhead shouts silly things called Tartukcio. Can't talk good. The tongue-tied monster accuses me of not being able to speak. Ironic. What need have you of this dumbhead, Chief? They're just taking up space in your dungeon. Agree. Useless creature. Release. Bye-bye. And Jathal joins the party. Let's just strike out and forget. Well, tell me about the story of Tartuccio and the kobolds and getting locked into prison. There is nothing to say. The gnome needed servants to seek an artifact, voiceless, diligent, and numerous. He subdued the kobolds by idle talk and trickery. The despicable buffoon. Oh, a battle with the Stag Lord and a possible barony awaits me. I'd appreciate the help of someone as skilled as you, Jathal. You undead crazy bitch. A battle with the so-called Bandit King will entertain me. I shall follow you for now. Hey, honey and nuts. Nut and honey.
Follow my lead.
Jathal is not exactly a tank. She can hit damn hard when she wants to, but she's not exactly a tank. Oh, there we go. Potion Shield of Faith. Well, Jathal can definitely use one of those. And somebody else can use another. Somebody who doesn't have good AC because they don't wear that good in the way of armor. Breastplates. I don't have anything better for anybody else just yet, I don't think. Scale mail. Roy can't wear scale, and he's already, he's already got studded leather. Scroll of Corrosive Touch. Who else can use that? She can. Might come in handy at some point. Definitely a throwaway monster scroll would be helpful. And probably vanish. So give her all the scrolls. All of the scrolls. Elder and otherwise. Roy's got bark skin and keeps forgetting to use it. Ah, you're not a fan of the undead. Neither am I for the most part, but she has an interesting backstory and
You see that?
an interesting overall story, so I actually want to explore that. More free stuff. Just wandering around, taking things from the kobolds that they probably would rather we didn't, because it's not our stuff. Oh, and let me rearrange. Yeah, now that this has changed a bit. Should we go wide column? Actually, Lindsay's the one who is... Okay, it's like she's archer and straight support. Roy can do flanking with his pointy stick, and Jathal can do flanking with her scythe. So, double wide column.
In due time.
What's this over here? Ah, it's all done Warriors dog tag. Things. Just walk through the fire. No big. Double time. Come on, people. I thought I knew what the trick was for having them run, but I guess not. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and camp here. And then save after everybody's had a chance to do that. Rations needed, total 4. Oh, I don't have enough rations. So, no. It doesn't do me any good at all to camp here. Oh, yeah, if you've got a paladin foster dad in your lore. Also, let's get right down to it. I've got a former paladin of Shaylin here who probably is not a fan either. Mains of a miner's camp. Metal plaques with the names of Taldor's cities. And the miner's lever. Yeah, well, we've already dealt with where that that lever would take us. So.
All according to plan. In due time.
Oh, there's the pizza. Be right back. And that is my cue to go ahead and save it here. I might wind up having to leave and go camp elsewhere in order to have these people recover spells and things like that. But that shall have to wait for another day. Got a bit of a late start, but still managed to put in about 4 hours worth of overall game time. So let me check this here. I think it's probably your new invite. Yep. Accepted. All right, well, thanks for dropping in, Darziak. Way early. Just about everybody who watches me, it's wee hours for them, like 3 a.m. and such. I seem to be the graveyard shift entertainment for a bunch of people, which is fine. Yeah, I kind of... I just find it a little weird that most of my audience is overseas. In fact, I think I only have like maybe 1 or 2 Americans who are followers. Virtually everybody else is from the UK, Germany, and so forth, which I like, actually. I love meeting people from other countries. But, yeah, I gotta knock out for the evening and get stuff done on this end. So I appreciate everybody dropping in today. Darziak and Buckeye Don in particular, and you guys have a good one. I'm gonna sign off here. Take care and have a great rest of your week.